What's up, you guys? Hi, you guys. My name is Alfia Williams. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. You don't want to miss any of my updates. So let's get into what Divorced Sisters came on this week. And as I've talked about it before, Geneva, she's a runner, she's a track star, and she jumped over that sofa and she attacked the stripper, prostitute, whatever you want to call her. Remember, as last week, William bought escort her home because of the simple fact is he finds out there his 5-year-old daughter Anika that he's been taking care of for the past 5 years is not his child. You know, the whole swing thing, the thing Geneva had been lying, and she finally told him the baby is not his, but she won't tell him who the father is. Now she was like, you know, she took her shoes off and she jumped across that sofa and she went to him. Now I will say this, that girl should took her good wig and start whamming on Geneva. Then William, you know, gets the lady out the house and things escalate. Geneva's hitting him, throwing vases on his head and all kinds of stuff. So William is, okay, I'm gonna give you a firm believer. This is spoilers, and I'm gonna say this. I am a firm believer. If you hit a man, he deserves to hit you back. Now, does he deserve to wham on you? No. But if it escalates to the point where y'all are both fighting each other and you're hitting him multiple times, he deserves to hit you more than once. I am not one of those people that says I don't condone violence. I do not like violence. But I will say this, if you put your hands on somebody, you deserve to get hit back. And I will say this, what William did, was it wrong? No, because Geneva put her hands on him and she had been provoking him. And I will say this, William did as long as he could, and some people would say, oh, he should have restrained himself. No, Geneva need to keep her mother freaking hands to herself. It is not right at all. And all the people defending her, I love Geneva, I love Kadeen. I grew to love Geneva because I couldn't stand her character, but since I love Kadeen, I said I'll overlook it. But what she did was trifling. And then at the end of the episode where she said, you know, I stabbed him because he hit me. No, baby, tell the truth how you was going upside his head with vases and what you call it. And I will say this, while all this is going on, y'all 5-year-old daughter is upstairs asleep and she didn't hear not a peep. Or what if she did and you didn't even notice? And then, hold on, Geneva, if you're trying to be the mommy of the year, you left your child to find her father that you stab with a knife downstairs bleeding, and you left. And then you went to the church. I guess you drove around, and then that morning Myron found y'all. Let's get into Bridget. Bridget is one of the characters. Bridget is my ghost sister. I think she has a little hood, a little ratchet in her, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Everybody that touched my car. Okay, so Calvin is a guy that goes to the church, and Calvin helped her ex-boyfriend, Bridget's ex-boyfriend at the time, Vaughn, get a job. And Vaughn is a young guy. She's a cougar, and she had her little YN, and that's the term of young nigga. She had him, and let's just say he doesn't work. So my question is always probably, why is she with him? Because Bridget has, you know, a good job and she makes very good money, pretty decent, whatever, and she has a nice house and a car. And her Lexus got sprayed up. And the stuff that pointed out was Psalms 37. Calvin's wife put that on the car. Because last week's episode, Calvin came to the house to get the key that Vaughn had, because he worked with her. Bridget's ex-boyfriend worked with her, but he quit and he had the key, and he said I had the recure thing, and of course this season him and Vaughn got into a dispute and they was fighting, and he said he was gonna press charges, but he said if, you know, Vaughn gets him the key, he would not press charges. So Vaughn found the key because he's like, I don't know where the key is at, and Bridget's like, look, we'll go to the laundry where that's the last place you are. He's like, oh man, I didn't think. And I'm like, bruh, well, how did she get with this toddler, this YN? So my question is, why did Calvin's wife attack Bridget's car? And then she spray prayed her ring. I'm gonna go ahead and say Bridget better than me. If I didn't have him pew pew, I would have went upside her head with my baseball bat. Because baby, what you doing? Touching my car? I ain't even mess with your man. Even though we know that Calvin likes Bridget and he is going through a divorce, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it, no, absolutely not. Absolutely the freak not. Okay, Bridget is not like the other girls. She doesn't have as much money as Naomi, Rashida, Geneva, because, you know, Geneva and her husband they live comfortable because she's a lawyer and he's a professor, so they make pretty decent money together. Who else? Tiffany is a recently divorced young lady, and she has a son, and she plays alimony to her ex-husband, which is actually a bum. He's a bartender, but he's actually a bum, because he's actually told her on this episode he's taking her back to court because he wants more alimony. Can you imagine your ex-husband? You're already giving him money, and he wants to get more money because he knows you're making bank with your houses, because she's a realtor. Baby, cheaper keep them, because let me tell you something, or don't marry somebody you're equal, as always. But let's go back to what I was saying. Bridget's car is spray painted Psalms 37, 33, and 7. And that scripture reads, let me read that for y'all. That scripture reads, give me 1 second, bear with me. Or I might just even insert it. No, I'm just going to read it. Psalms 3 and 7. I was like, not her quoting the scripture. It says, a desperate yet confident plea for divine deliverance. David wrote his psalms while fleeing from his rebellious son. Okay. Arise, O Lord, save me, O God, for thou hast smitten all my enemies upon the cheekbone. Thou hast broken teeth of the ungodly. That is what she wrote on Bridget's card. Psalms 3 and 7. She wrote that. And she wrote die. She wrote some other stuff. And I'm just like, what is this gonna be? And then when Bridget goes to church, she's talking to Myron about it, because she didn't really want to talk about it, but she ended up telling him. He was like, yeah, she's calling, his wife is calling, and she's putting on the website, she's making so many pages, like burner pages, like fake pages, and it's calling Bridget out. And I'm like, girl, she ain't even sleep with your man, girl, pipe down, you got all that. I'm gonna go ahead and say it, as the saying goes, you have more for the woman, but you don't have the one for the man. The man ain't even doing that. He ain't doing it with Bridget. Bridget ain't studying him. I'm gonna go ahead and say I think she still wants someday. Why? But back to what I was saying. Bridget got a mess on her hand. Alright, Naomi's ex-husband is allegedly dead. Do I think he's dead? Absolutely not. I think it's going to be a setup. I think that he is working with her ex-husband. And I will say this. Everybody is saying they don't believe Naomi's husband essayed their son. She said it. I believe it. And that's my girl. I'm going to stick with it. And if she's wrong, I'm going to call her out. But Naomi, girl, you ain't do nothing wrong, but I wish you would have took that pew and did it yourself. And she said he hit her. Now I will say this, how violent he was, and I'm gonna go ahead and say, if people are trying to forget about her ex-husband, this is the same ex-husband that got her furs, her car, and he gave it to his new wife, and his new wife thinks she's riding around with new stuff. And he took the diamond, had the officer try to take the diamond earrings out of Naomi's ear and put so he can give to his new wife. His new wife has the earrings on at the event in the earlier episodes with the diamond earrings on. She's like, yeah, he gave these to me. And I'm like, baby, that was just what's on Naomi's ears. You just don't know the whole story. And he took a painting that was very dear and near to Naomi that was painted by her brother that I think he offed himself, I think. I really want to say that. Yeah, he did. And then he was talking bad about her brother. And then he sold the painting, and I think he ended up buying it himself. And I'm going to say, Naomi's husband is trifling. But remember, this is the same man that called Rashida a B. So I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm on Naomi's side. 10 toes down. That's my girl. That's my Danny of Divorced Sisters. I do rock with Geneva, but I will say this. Geneva still needs to go to jail, because what she did to William is trifling. And then she tells him, he hit me. Girl, no, tell the truth. You was cracking him upside the head with vases and breaking ish. And then when he slapped the taste out of the piss out of you, you want to take a knife and stab him. Nah, baby. Just because you mad. William, you hit me. Girl, you hit him. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Or more than 3 times. Girl, you was going upside that man's head, and he was trying to, restrain himself. Nah, baby. And everybody's like, well, he should have been a man and walked away. Do you really think Geneva will let him walk away? Do you really? I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself that. Do you really think he would have let her walk away? No. So sit this one out, like my cousin said. Pull up a chair and sit this one out, because you are not going down. Okay. And Pastor and First Lady, a little freaks, got the little red wig, and the daughter throwing the water on it. You don't know what your mama look like, baby. Please, you think your daddy about to chill your mama in the house? No, I'm not. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. The children just too grown. Good God, but children are grown like that anyway. So I mean, it is what it is. She did the water on Rashida. I'm surprised Rashida didn't jump out the bed. Okay. Let's see what else we're gonna see. And then now Naomi be roasting her son's girlfriend. I be on the floor like, girl, please. I love Naomi. Naomi, you cannot do no wrong. If you're listening to this, Portia, you ain't doing nothing wrong. Keep bringing it. Now, do y'all think she would go to jail? Do y'all really think her ex-husband is dead? And then she told her son with a straight face, "You're the heir, you get everything." I'm like, dang, how she know he didn't leave it to his new wife? I mean, but we don't know. But is she okay? Because she's still laying in the hospital bed, right? Because she had some, because, Naomi threw coffee on her, so another story for another day. Myron didn't go home to his wife, because, he's in love with the pastor, and his wife, overheard some stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and say it, Myron, just take your hat behind home. I'm trying to see something. But we know your wife is crazy. So, yes. And then Tiffany leaving Bridget her car. That's so sweet. I would have gave her a ride share. I'm sorry, my friend's not getting my Porsche. Nope. And I always put, "Oh, you ain't that type of friend." I'm not that type of friend with the car. Baby, I'll take you wherever you need to go. Yeah, I'll do that for you. But I don't like riding people up and down the road. I don't. Because when I didn't have no car, nobody wanted to ride me up and down the road. I was that friend. I'm going to go get everybody. But as soon as I didn't have a car, because I didn't have a car, but I was using my cousin's car. I was riding to get everybody. Then when they got cars, oh, baby, they want to come get, "Oh, you live too far. I live in Atlanta." "Oh, no, baby, since I live too far, no." I'm going to go ahead and say it. That's all. I got a lot of friends now. They all got cars because they know how to get in the car and go, yeah. Matter of fact, I hop in the car and just, hey, let me get in the car with you. I don't mind paying gas because, baby, I don't like to go all these places. I don't like to drive. So, there you go. But I do appreciate Tiffany for being a good friend to Bridget, because Bridget is one of those people that really do need friends. It's like the dynamic of sisters. If you are familiar with sisters, in the beginning, Karen and Andy were close, and Sabrina and Danny were close, and then Fatima came, and but Fatima's been on Sisters since season 1. A lot of people probably don't remember that, because a lot of people don't like watching Sisters season 1, but I don't watch Sisters no more. But I hope you guys are enjoying it, and they keep me y'all to stream it or whatever, and Zatima too. So let's go back to Divorced Sisters. How are we liking it? Do you think Geneva needs to go down for her crimes? Do you think Naomi would go to jail? Do you think Bridget and Calvin agreed to pay for the her car damages? That's sweet. And he was trying to give her his car. I'm going to go ahead and say, Calvin, didn't your wife just bust up her car? You trying to get your car busted up too? Calvin, go sit down, baby. You want Bridget so bad, baby. Get the divorce, but then think about it. But I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't want that for Bridget. I don't. I want my girl with somebody else. Heck, I'll be okay with Vaughn, but Vaughn need to grow up. He really do. He need to grow up. And Bridget has done lots of. She taking care of him like Karen was taking care of Zach. But Divorced Sisters is doing really good. They say next week is the season finale, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. Keep streaming it on Paramount Plus. They need you to run those numbers up, because season 2 will hopefully be this year hopefully be this year sometimes, or maybe a beginning of next year. I don't know. But Tyler Perry's doing a good job on Divorced Sisters. I really do like it, and I really do appreciate this. Rashida and her husband, I hope they stay strong and they keep going. And then he really did get Rashida, because Rashida thought that her husband was cheating on her. Nah, baby, he was talking about he wanted you to come play that song, do your dance, the Sexy Red song. What's Pound Town, just left Pound Town. I can't say the whole lyrics because I know the lyrics are very explicit and very, my video will get flagged. But yeah, he wanted her to be Sexy Red that night. But girl, do your thing with that red hair and get your man, boo. They had fun. That she didn't want to get up in the morning, and she was like, "Why did you let me sleep?" Yeah, you needed some sleep, cause baby, y'all went to Pound Town, just left Pound Town. But I hope you guys are enjoying Divorced Sisters, and it comes on next Wednesday on Paramount Plus. And hope you guys stream the episodes, and I hope you guys like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And you don't want to miss any of my updates. And comment below what you're thinking about Divorced Sisters, so we can keep talking. Okay? All right.